Oh man, here we go. Look at this bad mamma jamma. So old maps are a great resource when looking for places to treasure hunt. And this 1866 map led right to the cellar hole. But 1866 was not when this place was built. That place was built back in 1790. As you can see, there's a huge stream here that would have prevented someone from just hopping across it with a cart and building materials. So I had a theory that to the north, there might have been a different entryway in right about here. And that thought led me to this location, and it was incredible. So let's check out the hunt right now. Nice 45 at 4 inches here. Let's get it. What do we got? It's looking nice. Pop that off there. Looks like an old flat button. I'm not sure about old design though. Let's clean it up, take a look. So, look, this is the buttonhole here, right? I just got a flat button, but what else could there be? What's this? It's another flat button, but it's tacoed. So we had 2 buttons in the hole. Not a bad way to start the hunt. I'll tell you that right now. All right, 2 flat buttons. Listen to this baby. 83, 84, but it's like on the surface. However, we're all right up against a wall here, so there's some rocks keeping stuff shallow, I guess. That should have got it. This it? Holy smokes, look at that. I thought it'd be a coin. It's a massive, massive piece of lead. Our 2 buttons are kind of over there. Got the same signal here. 45, 46, 6 inches down. This? Oh man, look at that. It's a big Colonial dandy button. Again, I don't see a design. No George Washington eagle on there. Little wishful thinking, but one of these days maybe we'll find one. Sweet. That might be a shotgun shell. It sounds shallow enough to be one. 2829. Well, that's no shotgun shell. What the heck is that? You know, at first, this is actually really cool, gang. At first, I thought this was like chain link, right? Looks like chain link or a series of rivets, but look at the back. Perfectly smooth, which means this is a broken piece of super fancy shoe buckle frame. Isn't that amazing? We are on it. Let's go. 40-41 there. That has button potential. It's shallow though, so we're not gonna dig a plug. Oh boy. Here we go. We are in it. That is for sure another piece of shoe buckle frame, and it's a fancy piece. Oh, this place has been quiet for so long. We're finally getting back into a hot area. That's an iron signal, but I'm a little curious what it is. We are so far off the beaten path here. You know, what could it be? That's actually kind of fun. This is way more modern than what we were just finding. But that's an old carriage wrench, and it's kind of a neat one too. So let's clean this thing up right now. So I did a little electrolysis on this thing versus sandblasting. I thought it would turn out pretty neat. Afterwards, I boiled it in paraffin wax, get all the water out. I had to do it in 2 takes, but look how it turned out. It says Oliver on there, which probably from the 1890s, this particular carriage wrench. Look at how I'm just barely clipping that high tone. Oh boy, be a coin. Hitting the 70s. 70s. Oh boy, here we go. It's in this clump. Let's reveal it together. I see a little rim there, but it looks thin like a button. Ooh, I don't know. This might be a 2-cent piece. Oh, maybe it's even older. I actually think that's a half-cent, guys. I kind of see a bust facing right. Turns out this is a British coin called a farthing or a quarter penny, and it's either 1771 or a 1773. The only years minted. All right, I didn't lie. I didn't record this because I swore this would have been a surface shotgun shell, but look at that. Look at that. Gosh, I guess I'll have to record more of shotgun shells. This is a Colonial shoe buckle frame, and it's a nice pattern too. It's broken in the middle. It would have continued over this way, but gosh, it's about half of it, a little less. Nice 40 there. Shouldn't be too crazy to get it once we remove some of this overburden. Let's go. 4 inches down. Yeah, what's that? Another little flat button. Gosh, this little area is perfect for digging, huh? That's super low of a signal. It's like a 16, 16 is like 22 casing. Hey, here we go. I take my glove off for this daddy-o. I can barely see it here. Wow, that is the smallest little button. It's definitely a button. You can see there was a shank postmark on the back. It is long gone. There's actually a little design on this baby. That's really cool. Listen to this. It's loud, it's super repeatable, but it's an 8. It's an 8! Maybe another one of those little cuff buttons. I see it. I see it. It looks like another button. It is. This, to be so low. Maybe it's tomback. It looks like a spun back tomback button. These things are an alloy of zinc and copper, I believe. They last for like ever. Boy, this is either something gonna be amazing or it's gonna be something really sad. It's a high 80s signal. Oops. High 80s signal on the surface here. Basically, anyway. Please don't be a can. Is that it? What do we got here? Boy, it's heavy. This is kind of fun. You know what this is all about? This is a lead casting from a casting ladle. And you can tell it was from a casting ladle because there is the lead going up the pour, you know, the pourer. I guess we'll take it. That is funky. Let's get it though. 60s signal. This. Mystery brass item. It's a real faint 87, 88. Might be iron. What's that? We definitely got something conductive here. Wow. You know, this is an early hinge. Holy smokes. Look how shrewd this is. That's wild. We're definitely at an old site here based on stuff like this. That's for sure. I think I'm just clipping an 88 here, unless this is another hinge. I don't know. That's a high beeping signal. Could be coinage, but we'll find out. How anticlimactic that is. We're out in the middle of absolutely nowhere, and this is somebody's bear. Someone took an aspirin out here, probably a hunter. That's a 5152. On this machine, that's like a 22 bullet, but we are at a really early site, so could be even something as old as a pewter button. Yeah, that's why we dug it. Look at this tiny little thing. It's a tiny, tiny little cuff button with a folded over shank. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Listen, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, right? I mean, there is nothing, absolutely nothing around me. And that's like a clad quarter signal, 94. Get my hopes up here. Let's see what we got. Look how tiny that is. No, it's part of a rivet. Oh, it's part of like a saddle rivet. No. You know, I'm already 6 foot tall, but I don't want to be like Alice and eat some of this and get 10 foot tall. That's pretty incredible mushroom. Look at that, it's as big as a coil. 96, but it's faint. This is probably deep iron. I don't know. Well, it's not deep iron. Oh man, here we go. Look at this bad mamma jamma. Sweet. That's a complete shoe buckle frame. We found a fragment of this pattern over yonder. You can see how the frame itself would have originally had an iron tongue and shape in the middle. It's amazing it survived. It definitely got hit once, probably by the plow. But there she is. The spot is amazing. What did Randy get here?
I guess as good as mine, bro.
Gosh, this looks familiar. Looks very familiar. You know what that is, I think, and I'm probably wrong. This is the body, another one here of like a fishing reel, maybe? Really old one. You know where you'd have the reel in the center,
yeah.
And then here's your 4 connecting pins, and then this is that guide thing.
It might be.
Might be.
That's a good, I like it.
95, 96, faint max depth, huh? That sounds nice, whatever it is. It was hard to hit it. What do we got there? Look at that impression. Yes. This is definitely a coin. Probably a braided hair large cent. Yeah, it looks like that's what it is. Much more modern than the other stuff we got out of this little spot, but we got ourselves another big copper. Looks like maybe 1851. Heck yeah.
1851's the same year Herman Melville published Moby Dick.
Look at Randy, he dug an iron button. I've never seen an iron button before, but that is undeniably an iron dandy button. Where's this key? Look at that little thing.
I don't think it's that old because it's got a piece on it. I don't know when that piece is going to come out.
It's definitely not that old, but it's definitely cool. I like it. Absolutely incredible. I've never seen such a concentration of shoe buckles and fragments and coins and buttons in one small little area, even for an old home site. So I don't know what was really going on here. I think that might have been the starter home, but if you kind of enjoyed hunting this woodsy episode, click this video for more stuff like that right now. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.